Right now, we are joined by the one and only Karine Jean-Pierre, new chief of staff for Kamala Harris. She's also a senior advisor to the Biden campaign. Karine, obviously a historic night, a massive moment for Senator Harris. But now she's got big hurdles she needs to clear. Talk us through how she's going to thread this important needle between being pro-law enforcement, pro-police, and also supporting Black Lives Matter.
Well, hey, Stephanie, so good to see you. Sorry I couldn't be there with you. First, like I said, like you said, I really want to acknowledge another historic first last night. You had the first Black woman and the first woman of Indian heritage accept the vice presidential nomination. And that's the first for any major political party. You saw a woman who showed her power, her fierceness, her visionary, the history making that she will be as Vice President Kamala Harris, someone who spent her career in pursuit of justice, and someone who understands what the pain that people are feeling right now in the moment, and also the multiple crises that we are in. And I think what also you saw is someone who is ready to serve, someone who's ready to be partner with Joe Biden on day one to turn this nation around when we get there into the White House. But also, she also did something that I think was really critical and key, and what someone else said really early on at the top of the show, which is that she set the stage for Joe Biden. She perfectly did that for the main attraction, Joe Biden, tonight.
I want to play something that got a lot of attention last night when she was talking about the coronavirus and how it has hit minority communities especially hard. Watch this.
This virus, it has no eyes, and yet it knows exactly how we see each other and how we treat each other. And let's be clear, there is no vaccine for racism. We've got to do the work.
What does that work look like? Give us some specifics. What more can the government do to force that change in America?
Well, first of all, we have to talk about it. We have to actually name what's happening here, which is what Joe Biden did a couple of months ago when we saw the uprising that was happening in the street. Talk about one of this country's first original sins, the racism, systemic racism, and the work that we need to do to take that on. Not divide us as a country, but bring us together and having a real conversation, bringing forth real policies. And we see this, we see the racial inequities with COVID-19, with the economy right now, all of these different crises that's in this moment that we're trying to move forward. And that is what a Biden-Harris ticket has done. Those are the policies that they have put forward. How do we deal with this that really touches on everyone, that really lifts up everyone, whether it's the economy, whether it's really dealing in healthcare because of the disparities that we've seen for so many years. Look, Stephanie, every night, this night, we have seen a convention, a Democratic convention that has really shown the American public that this is what the American people look like. This is the voice and the sound of the American people. We have heard from real people every day in this convention, making sure that they're represented, making sure that we're talking about the issues that matter to them. And so with the Democratic Party, we are united. We're going to move forward together. We are not going to divide. We're not going to put chaos forward for the American people. When it comes to COVID, we're going to take it on. We're not going to say this is what it is. That's not who we are. We have to talk about the real issues. And not only that, not only did we talk about COVID, did we talk about healthcare, we talked about climate change. We talked about how do we not repeal healthcare. We talked about reducing gun violence. This is what the party is all about. And tonight, Joe Biden is going to continue. He's going to lay out his vision for this country. This is a man who was meant to lead us in this moment. This is a man who understands that the White House is the people's house, that his job is not about himself, it's about the American public, and that's what we need to see, and that's what's going to happen tonight and moving forward.
This is a presidential election. Everybody's voting, but it's the swing states. It's the swing states that count most. Let's talk Wisconsin, Michigan, Iowa. What voters does Senator Harris bring to the polls? Who are they?
Look, I think that one of the things that we have been doing as a campaign, and I think this ticket shows, is that we're going to build a coalition. We're going to excite our base. That's the key here. We have to continue to talk to our key constituencies. That's the only way that we are going to win as Democrats on November, because we have to make sure we bring that same coalition that we saw with the Obama-Biden ticket and build from that. And I think that's what Kamala Harris brings to the ticket. That also shows what Joe Biden's leadership is building that coalition. And we've been doing that because we have someone on the other side, President Donald Trump, who divides, who talks to his small base. He's not building anything. He's not expanding his base. That's how we win. That's how we win in the states that you just mentioned: Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan. It goes on and on. All those key battleground states that helps us to get to 270 is expanding our base. It's building that coalition, and that's what we're doing every day with this campaign.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.